Well, here it goes. Okay, for context, this video has been sitting on the back burner for the better part of 2 years. Okay, in this video, me and my friend
Bill and Ben Productions
will be doing a very somewhat detailed review. I'll show off the item now. Or if you read the title, you already know what it is. I digress. But let's start the review. In 2016, Mattel released The Great Race, a movie that would systematically change the trajectory of the series from the more realistic settings to the unrealistic side of things. But that's not important. What important is that one dream sequence, or if you can call it that, song cue, whatever you call it, that Thomas had, where he imagines himself as a streamlined tank engine along with Annie and Plarail. Now, I always thought this scene was weird, but I somewhat liked it too. Now, Streamlined Thomas was released in Trackmaster Revolution, but without his coaches. Also, he was released in that solo railway race set, which was kind of exclusive, so it was also kind of hard to get to. Then, in 2017, Plarail will release their version of the Streamlined Thomas. I knew since then this was a version I had to have. And then in 2023, I would obtain this item in questionable ways and in questionable condition, but more on that later. Now that I've given the backstory and my backstory on the Plarail Streamlined Thomas, here's my official review of the model. Also, I kept saying Shooting Star Thomas instead of Streamlined Thomas. Just ignore that. Okay, this is kind of thrown together last minute. Well, not really last minute. This video has been, as you may have heard earlier, this video has been literal years in the making. Apart from me being lazy. I am so sorry. Bill and Ben, I'm so sorry. Okay. So, the Shooting Star Thomas. I like the detailing on him. I had to paint the tail lamp on. But the stripe detailing is nice. I like the general shape, even though it isn't accurate. Don't know why we're bringing accuracy into this, but anyways, it's accurate to the Shooting Star Thomas seen in The Great Race, as you can see right here. One thing though, I got this, including Annie and Plarail, off of Kaiki, and for the okay condition. The coaches are okay. Plarail slightly sunburned. Thomas, on the other hand, is in it's not the best. I've had this for about a year or two now, probably 3. But things like the paint part, part of the paint that this was already here. Parts down here is what I try to repaint, but over time, it doesn't really stick. And mainly this face. The face the eyes were completely wiped out. They were gone. Eyebrows were gone. Everything. And yeah, it's not the best condition. I do plan on getting a new one to replace this one. Some other things I did too, I gave it a Power Dash motor because I gave Gordon the Hyper Dash. So this one goes. So if you've seen Trackmaster Productions 2016 video, which I will put right here, he gave his Streamlined Thomas a Power Dash motor. And the science behind that is, as if you can see here, the on switch when you switch the motor to on, it'll go second speed. And when you switch to second speed, it'll go this brand new third speed. And this is first speed, which is now second speed. And then when I switch it to second speed, it goes into a new third speed. And I thought that was pretty cool. And to know that, if you didn't know, that, let me score that as an example. This uses the traditional 2-speed Japanese bullet train motor chassis boxes. And it's longer. It has pins at the back, so you can't interchange these. And yeah, it's a completely different shape from the traditional motors. And that's pretty much it. I do plan on changing this face out for, if I can get this right, make sure I don't drop it, for this one. It was more cleaner, as a shock face, so he can be like, oh no, going super fast. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This the Streamlined Thomas itself. Now I'm just gonna do Annie, because if you speak on Annie, also speaking on Clara, because they're basically the same mold. They are the same molds from the originals. The only difference is they have a new red, white, and blue coat. Yeah, it's pretty much just the regular Plarail Annie and Clarabelle, but with blue and red plastic with white and red paint, and a blue sticker face, similar to how they were in the movie. Again, right here. And yeah, I painted their buffers. That's pretty much it. That's Streamlined Thomas for you. This is it. This is the model. It's the model right here. Why did this take 2 years to make? Okay, now that I've given my opinion on it, let's hear Bill and Ben Productions' opinion on it.
The Plarail Streamlined Thomas has 3 speeds, just like the Plarail Shooting Star Gordon and the Plarail Motorized Kenji. Since it has 3 speeds, it allows it to go normal speed and high speed at the same time. It comes with a streamlined Annie and Clarabelle. I really like the Plarail Streamlined Thomas because it looks way better than the Trackmaster 2 Streamlined Thomas, and I give this model a 9 out of 10.
Okay, thank you, Bill and Ben Productions. Nice to have you here. Now let's get some live action footage in. Okay, before I give Streamlined Thomas an official run, I'm gonna do a little test to show you guys the difference between the first speed, which is now second speed, and the second speed, which is now a third speed. So here's his first / second speed. Oops. Okay, take 2. Here is his first / second speed. This is going. This normally with a regular motor would be the second speed, which is pretty fast. When you add a motor to him, he can go faster. Okay, for the third speed, I went ahead and stood up because he's gonna go really fast. So here is second / third speed. Going really fast, as you can see. Really fast. Well, that was the video, I guess. Things like this take time. I promise it takes time. But sooner or later, I'll come out with a new review. I don't know when or what. I can't make any promises. And thanks again to Bill and Ben Productions for helping me out. And have a good day.